Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, covering the Model 3 long-range test in Norway. Then going into the Chinese numbers for May, and they are looking not bad, guys. And we will look into Tesla insurance. And if you do enjoy that, do consider subscribing to my channel. And we will start here with the total numbers of 33,500 versus the 25,800 in April. So it's a gain, it's an increase of 30%. Then the retail, so in China, they sold 21,936,000, and for the export 11,527. So what is important to consider here, guys? Again, the April numbers were out of the world. They were not as good as expected. And one of the main reasons is still that the production for the Model Y was stopped. It is not because there's any bad brand awareness happening here in China. This is not the case, because the main misunderstanding is that Tesla has a lot of orders piled up, and the export orders just for Europe and other countries are already sold out for the entire July. So that's not the issue here. They do have a lot of orders already in the books. But what the issue in the recent days was that people compared the new orders that came in with the numbers that come out. And that makes no sense, guys. So this entire misunderstanding and misleading here and getting the stock down and all that stuff, it is just BS. That's how I can call it. So again, these numbers are really good, and I mentioned many times on my channel, guys, that these numbers will increase again. I hope for 40K. They didn't happen, but it's okay. But again, it is an upwards trend here from April, when the Model Y production was stopped for some time, and I do expect that we will see 40K pretty soon. So as we are ramping up further, these numbers suggest that Tesla is already working on a capacity, or yearly capacity, of around 400,000 cars. And ramping up a production that fast like in China, it is incredible. And I must say, I'm really excited as well for next year. Just imagine when they are really selling like close to 500,000 cars only in China. So the 1 million mark for this year, it can happen if Tesla is further increasing the numbers in China. That's the keystone here, guys. We expected Giga Berlin to come further into play much earlier, but this doesn't happen. Giga Austin, I do expect maybe in Q4 we will see the first Model Ys coming out here, so it might affect a few thousand cars. It is really hard to say how much cars we will have here from Austin, but again, a lot of respect to all those guys in Texas working on this construction site. You guys just do an amazing job. So for the numbers, I think they are good. They show that Tesla has no demand issue. And of course, the new orders coming in, it's really important that this number increases again, so we don't have any issues in 2 to 3 months when the orders in the book decrease way too fast. That's the key point here, guys. Furthermore, we have news from Norway. So in Norway, they do a new test, like from time to time, they do test electric vehicles, and they make it actually pretty nicely. So I will dive into that with you. Furthermore, they have certain rules. Every electric car is using the eco mode, first of all, and then ordinary people are driving those cars. Then city roads, country roads, motorways are used for the test ride. Then they are driving around 37 miles or 68 miles, which is like around 60 kilometers per hour and 110 kilometers per hour. And furthermore, every car is cold, no preheating or anything. So these are the basic things they take into consideration before starting the test here. And the Model 3 long range in an updated version has in the books 614 kilometers, which is around 381 miles. And what these Tesla Model 3 long range achieved was 654 kilometers, which means 406 miles. So again, a really good result here, even more than which was written officially on the paper. Furthermore, the Ford Mustang, on the other hand, as well a RWD long range, is reached a number of around 383 miles, which is 617 kilometers. So this is 37 kilometers or 23 miles less than the Model 3 long range. But there is a big difference here, guys. The battery of the Ford Mustang has 88 kilowatt hours and the Model 3 has 75. So here's one thing. I read some comments here as well from the United States. Lots of people talking that the 75 kilowatt hour for the Model 3 long range is not correct. It's supposed to be around 82 to 83. Please let me know your thoughts if that is actually true. I would really appreciate that, because I'm not sure here if the 75 is the correct one or if it's a bigger battery. Definitely, if you take into consideration that the Ford Mustang is using RWD configuration, which is much more efficient than the dual motor setup, if we take the difference in the battery pack here as well, then the actual difference would be around 100 kilometers, which means around 62 miles. So again, guys, if you really dive into the numbers, yes, the Ford Mustang is doing a pretty good job, and there were other cars out there like the VW ID3 and ID4, and they didn't even come close to those two. So Ford is doing a pretty good job here. Again, they are just starting, and Tesla is also getting better. And I mean, 654 kilometers, that is really good. I mean, that's really good. Again, driving in an eco mode, driving not aggressively, etc. So that is definitely possible if you do that, and it's not with 4 people inside, not going into vacation with a lot of packages and luggages in the back. So this is all you have to take into consideration here as well. Then we dove into driver insurance. Yes, Tesla is planning to put the insurance business into the Tesla app. What this means is, for Tesla owners, they are able to apply for the insurance, but Tesla does have all the data. So here's the thing. If you're driving aggressively, if you're driving fast, if you don't have any space to your driver in front of you or the car in front of you, and if you're like ignoring all the warning signals, then you have to pay much more for the insurance. But those people that drive safely, that drive calm, and that are willing to drive the correct way they're supposed to, they will pay much less. So again, guys, this is a way you can save a lot of money. A lot of people in Europe would say, well, what is with all my private data, where I'm driving, how I'm driving? That is really concerning a lot of people here in Europe, especially in some countries like Germany. But please let me know your opinion on that. Again, privacy is also a thing that Tesla has to take into consideration when doing these kind of data collections. But I think it's a good way to save money, and it's good for those that drive safely, and it is it is fair that those that are driving pretty aggressively have to pay more. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful day, guys. Take care.